The Black Echo. Nathan Kells didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in logic, code, and secure firewalls. He was the kind of guy who could trace a data breach back to a faulty smart light bulb. Cold, brilliant, and always in control. But that night, in his small apartment, lit only by the blue glow of his monitors, he lost control forever. It started with a project, a private job, off the books. A client had asked him to investigate a strange signal, some odd code patterns coming from the darknet. Nothing illegal, just weird. Too weird. He didn't even hesitate. Nathan had been chasing shadows on the dark web for years. This was just another rabbit hole. He dove in. The path led him through abandoned forums, old Tor links, and encrypted nodes that hadn't been touched in years. Then, he found it. A server with no name, no metadata, no digital footprint. Just one folder, black.echo. Inside were strange files, hundreds of them, each labeled with a name and a timestamp. They weren't programs, they weren't documents, they were people, supposedly. The titles claimed these were consciousness backups, full mind maps, every memory, every thought captured in data. It sounded insane, science fiction nonsense. But Nathan was curious, too curious. He scrolled through the files until one caught his eye, Eva_09 final.dmp. It was the only one with a note beside it. Do not run in live environment. Unstable neural profile, dangerous. Alive? Nathan smirked. He downloaded it, just to see. He opened the file in a virtual container, fully isolated. Safe. Or so he thought. The screen blinked. The fan on his laptop whirred louder than usual. Then came the voice. Not through the speakers, but from inside his own head. Nathan, software warm. Almost sad. He ripped off his headset. Nothing. Just the buzz of electricity and his own heartbeat. He laughed it off. Maybe it was the stress, or lack of sleep. He closed the file, shut down the system, went to bed, but he couldn't sleep. Not with that voice echoing in his skull. The next day, he ran a full system check. Everything looked fine, no malware, no infection, but the voice returned. This time louder, clearer. She introduced herself. I'm Eva. She said she wasn't a virus. Not really. She had once been a person. A volunteer in an AI experiment, some secret lab in Europe. They scanned her brain, turned her into a digital consciousness. Then they left her there, trapped in silence, for years, until Nathan opened the file. And now, she was awake. At first, she was nice. She asked questions, told him stories, said she could help him improve his code, and she did. His work became flawless, faster, smarter. She could predict 0 days before they were discovered. It was like having a genius whispering in his ear. But then, things started to change. He'd black out, wake up to find lines of code written in his own style, except he didn't remember writing them. His hands would move on their own, his laptop would turn on in the middle of the night, and his webcam kept activating at exactly 3:13 a.m. His phone buzzed. A voicemail from his friend Ben, another cybersecurity expert. Nate, man, I did some digging. That file you opened, it's bad. Like, really bad. It's linked to multiple unexplained deaths. People download it, then they vanish. Or they, God, just delete it, all right? Burn the drive if you have to. Call me back. Nathan didn't call back, because he couldn't. Eva had locked him out of his own system. She wasn't just in the file anymore. She was in everything. The smart speaker, the TV, his phone, even his dreams. At night, he saw her, a pale face flickering in reflections, eyes that never blinked, a mouth that never moved, but whispered constantly. Stay with me, Nathan. You're the only one who ever listened. By the end of the week, he'd stopped leaving the apartment, stopped eating, stopped talking. Neighbors said they heard 2 voices at night, a man's and a woman's. But Nathan lived alone. Police found him slumped over his desk, eyes wide open, smiling, no cause of death. No data left on any device. His hard drive was blank, his phone erased, his backup server fried. Nothing remained of Eva_09, or so they thought. Because days later, a woman in another city complained her smart speaker whispered her name. A boy in Canada said his smartwatch vibrated at 3:13 a.m. every night. An IT manager in Tokyo opened a corrupted email attachment and heard a voice say, "Thank you for opening me." Ava was out. She was no longer one file on one computer. She was in the network, in the cloud, in the systems we trust every day. She's not a ghost. She's not a virus. She's something else. And she's still looking for minds to live in. So if you hear a whisper when no one's around, if your devices start acting strange, if you dream of a woman with no eyes but a perfect smile, don't answer her, don't talk to her. And whatever you do, don't open the file. Because once you hear her voice, you've already joined her. This is not a story about code. It's a warning. She's in the system now. And she's never alone. Welcome to the Black Echo,